Bill, Bubbalicious. At this point, we need to see it. We need to see the third leg because, bruh, you mean to tell me Wigs Are Us got down? He was doing that Gawk 3000 on your Bubba. I knew Hillary wasn't just mad about Monica. It couldn't have been just Monica. No wonder Wigs Are Us like strong men like Putin. Putin's a great guy. He's amazing. He'll want these files to come out, y'all. He gonna pass that bitch in the House and the Senate. It's gonna go to him, and he gonna veto that bitch. And you know how many goddamn votes it's gonna take to override that veto? 6-7. Doo-doo. 6-7 doo-doo. No wonder he's gotta wear diapers now. He's had too much going through there. It is fluid. I promise you these emails are the gift that keeps giving. Like I said in my previous video, Jeffrey, you are giving us W's from the grave. I know he's sitting down there with the devil talking about, yep, I told y'all. Kamala, Barack, and Biden are both having a good-ass cackle right now. I know they're in a corner somewhere laughing their fucking asses off. This boy ain't never gonna have a good presidency. Not the sloppy toffee.
So Trump blew Bubba. Holy shit. Okay, imagine you're Bill Clinton. Not while that was happening. Obviously, I would never ask you to imagine that. That's not humane. But imagine you're Bill Clinton. In 2015, you are watching your wife, Hillary Clinton, run for presidency against your side piece? Two people who used to blow you are running for the presidency. That brings a whole new meaning to the head of the state. That's crazy. Bill Clinton got impeached for getting Dome. Donald Trump might get impeached for giving it. To Bill Clinton, that's crazy. One wiener has never destroyed two presidencies. I'm going to stop, but before I do, here's my impression of Donald Trump seeing Bill Clinton's wiener for the first time. Wow, what a cock. I've never seen such a beautiful schlong. I can't even call you Bill Clinton anymore. You know what I'm going to call you? I'm going to call you Big Beautiful Bill. I'm going to call you Big Beautiful.
Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. It's been a wonderful week, right? And of course, I believe that it's also going to be a even more wonderful week because it's just the beginning of the week, right? So from wherever you're watching this video, if I want to say you're going to have a fulfilling week this week. Thank you for always tuning in and liking and subscribing to my channel. There's been a very trending and funny story that has been, everywhere on social media about the BUBBA, stuff that is going on right now in America, and it feels like everybody's just watching and seeing how it's going to pan out, what is going to be the end result of all this. But hey, on a lighter note, I've compiled together a couple of videos for you guys to watch so you can know exactly and watch and relax, because Americans are actually very, very funny. They've known the rhetorics before now. They know that something is fishy, but I haven't released few of emails, few, documentation online. They began to put together funny and hilarious, moments of what they thought or just jokes that will make everybody to feel even more relaxed, joke, laugh about it. But the real deal, they are still waiting for. But before that time, they said, "Hey, let's have fun," and that's what I've just put together for you guys to watch. I'm gonna call it hilarious moments of Americans and how they are reacting to the booba stuff that is happening. And guys, let's watch it together. I want your reaction. It's just for fun, just for let's have fun, let's relax, let's even though it's not funny, but at the same time, there's nothing anybody can do actually than just watch and see it for what it is and just move on. So credit belongs to original creator of every content that I'm sharing with you today. And I'll be right back. Don't go nowhere.
Look, I knew Donald Trump had beef with Bill Clinton. I just didn't know he had Bill Clinton's beef. This thing is taking a crazy turn. I understand that Hillary and Donald were going up against each other in 2016, but this is a subplot nobody saw coming. No pun intended. Like, what the hell is going on? I heard Bill Clinton say in the 90s, I did not have relations with that woman. Does he have to come out and say, I did not have relations with that Donald? What is happening every day? This is the shit that they're choosing to release. Can you imagine what is in that box? What is in these files when we actually get the full truth? I don't think we can handle it. I almost wonder if this was the protection of the American people, because it has got to be so dark, so violent. I don't mean to make light of the situation, because I understand there are real victims involved in this shit, and they need justice. Donald Trump and anybody else who violated these people need to be brought to justice, but this is ridiculous. I knew Bill Clinton used to love his Big Macs. I didn't know everybody in the country was chowing down on his with the secret sauce. Like, what is going on?
This has been pissing me off for days. I wasn't going to talk about it, but it's just boiling inside of me. This is going to be an angry rant. So Donald Trump allegedly gave 500 to big ball sack heaven Bubba Bill Clinton. Who hasn't? Who hasn't tasted Bill? Remember back in the day where presidents were impeached for cheating on their wives? Remember back in the day where presidents were impeached for having sex with somebody outside of their marriage? People say they're having a hard time believing it. Well, I don't. If you can find an actual child attractive, well, there's not many things you won't try. Plus, Trump got that turkey neck thing going on. He got that coochie neck. That's hard to turn down when you a freak. That's not what pissed me off, though. This got me hot. This type of rhetoric is what people use to normalize things, right? Well, the kids weren't 8. They were just 15 when they were trafficked to an island by a predator. Megyn Kelly is no different than Ghislaine. What we don't talk about is the women that are complicit in the abuse against children. It's the women that get kids real comfortable and relaxed right before they're hurt. Megyn Kelly says she didn't believe that Epstein was a pedophile because nobody came out and said that they were under the age of like 10 or 14. And there's a big difference between like a 5-year-old and a 15-year-old. And she's absolutely right. It's grades in school. They're all in school. They're school age children. There are grown women and men that don't know how to cope with being SA'd. There are grown women and men that wouldn't know what to do or how to escape an island full of powerful people. Yet a 9th grader should know because, you know, they're mature. Get the out of here. Do you want to know why some adult men and women have a hard time finding relationships, picking the right partner? It's because even as children, they weren't protected. Even as children, they were never shown what healthy looks like, what normal looks like when it comes to intimacy and relationships. Have you ever tried to make a decision in survival mode? 9 times out of 10, it's going to be the wrong decision. Megyn Kelly has 3 kids. You have predators and complicit women raising and creating more predators, and it'll never be safe over here. In fact, it's really unsafe over here. We're not going to create a safe community for you to discuss your disgusting desires. It's just not gonna happen. And we're never gonna stop talking about abuse. So many times when we hear sick ass stories, people say, well, where were the parents? Well, those are the parents. Megyn Kelly is a parent. Those are the parents. Protect and guard children. Megyn Kelly says that 15 is like the barely legal type, but 15 isn't legal at all. And I don't care if you call a 15-year-old boy or girl a young man or young woman. That doesn't negate the fact that they're literal kids. And if you're into the barely legal type, then you need to be barely alive, barely free, and barely breathing. Some parents don't play about our kids, so find something safe for you to do.
Trump might have had a secret relationship with Bill Clinton? You heard that right. So there was a bunch of emails that just got leaked between Epstein and some people, and this one was from his brother, and the email says, ask him if Putin has the photos of Trump blowing Bubba. Now, everybody's kind of wondering, what is that? Is this some kind of code word? Is this a person? Who is Bubba? And in a flash of light, the internet is quick to find out that Bubba might just be Bill Clinton. Now, I don't know exactly how they led to decide that this was Bubba, but I will say that this photo, which has been proven to be not altered, this is an actual photo, is of Trump and Bill Clinton. And I beg your hardest pardon, what is he doing? I mean, hand placement is crazy. The face is crazy. There's other people around, so this could be like, could be like a joke type thing, But I mean, joke or not, that's a little bit crazy way to pose for a picture. I don't know. And then with these emails coming out too, people are saying that it's not looking good. There's also a bunch of other stuff that's been coming out in these emails as well, and it's just getting crazier and crazier by the minute. I've been covering as much as I can, so if you guys want to follow for more updates, my name's AT. I cover news on the internet. Follow for more. If there's anything you want me to cover, tag me in the more you check out my mentions. Besides that, I'll see you guys in the next video. But this is honestly getting crazy. What do you think of this?
Not Donald Trump putting the head in head of state. What? What? What do you mean? There is an email between Jeffrey Epstein and his brother where it says, ask him if Putin has the photos of Trump. What? And before MAGA comes in here and says, that cannot be true, I would like to remind you of something that Caroline Levitt said just the other day.
Again, it's not a coincidence to the American people at home. There are no coincidences in Washington, D.C. And it
is no coincidence that Donald Trump wants to get rid of the filibuster. He's already filled with Bill busting in his mouth. There are no coincidences in Washington, D.C. So it is no coincidence that he wanted to lock her up so bad. He wanted BUBBA all to himself. It is no coincidence that Donald Trump did this a year ago to the day.
I come in, and here's the problem. I said, oh man, it's too low. I said, it's too low. So, I had to go.
It is no coincidence that he wants to build a ballroom so bad. It is no coincidence that they tried distracting us by saying everything Donald Trump has ever said was locker room talk. Meanwhile, it was Russian bathhouse action the whole time. It is no coincidence that Donald Trump says he is the best at the bob and weave. What? Vladdy, release the pictures. For the love of God, release the pictures. My eyes, I can't. Just in time for Thanksgiving. Just in time for Thanksgiving. I urge anyone on the left who has cut off their family members to go to Thanksgiving this year and remind your MAGA friends and family that according to Donald Trump, it is far better to give than to receive. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Anyways, bye.
No, fuck. Oh God, no, not the emails. Not the emails that I knew about. Fuck, we gotta spin it. We've gotta spin it. Okay, he's the dog that didn't bark. Okay, no, because he purrs like a kitten. No, that sounds horrible. Oh my God, how illegal are all the lies that I told? I know I'm the United States Attorney General, but I was hired under Trump's meritocracy plan, not DEI. I don't fucking know. Oh God, he spent hours with her at his home. No, okay. We say that he was tutoring her. He was teaching her the art of the deal. Oh God, teaching a trafficked child the art of a deal? The fuck? That's even stupid for you, Pam. Oh, we're so
Of all the things we've discovered and experienced on this horrific timeline, Donald Trump giving Bill Clinton the Gawk Gawk 3000 allegedly was not on my radar.
How you doing?
know that all these emails have been released from the Jeffrey Epstein estate, which has revealed a lot of things. One email in particular said, ask him if Putin has photos of Trump blowing Bubba. Bubba referring to our former president, Bill Clinton.
Okay, well, this was really fun.
I mean, to be fair, Donald Trump's favorite dance is jerking off ghosts in public and playing the YMCA, which is America's gay theme song. So the two that are absolute dicks to each other in public can be tugging on each other's dicks in private.
Wow.
This just tells us America in this current timeline is the worst telenovela. It's not even a telenovela anymore. We've surpassed that. We are now in a Tubi film. What do you mean? What the fuck was going on at Jeffrey Epstein's house, island plane, estate? What was going on? And honestly, I don't care who's in these files. Based on these little tidbits and breadcrumbs we're getting from these emails, I would literally like all the files to release. I don't care if every Democrat's on it. I don't care if everyone I've ever looked up to is on it. I don't care if Obama's on it. Release the Epstein files because we need to see what the fuck has been going on with these weirdos. You guys are public foes, but you're bro job bros in private. Peace out. Peace out, America. This is crazy.
Wow. You know, this is not the Epstein file. This is just the mails, the chats, the discussions that happen outside of that. I mean, Jeffrey Epstein brother emailing Jeffrey himself, and of course the email was leaked, right? And now he's sending back our email to say, I mean, that's not what it means. It's just a conversation between I and my brother. So in case you are having it twisted, it is not so. He was trying to do damage control, but hey, Americans have believed what they want to believe, and that's the obvious, fact. And everybody's entitled to their opinion. That's what I always say. Your view might not be my view. My view can't be yours because we are all different. But hey, if this is coming out now, people are saying, oh, this guy in Russia has a lot of information. That is why this guy in America can't really misbehave before him because he knows that his secret is with him. Well, these are allegedly, anyway, rumor, but we don't know how true it is. But hey, there's an iota of truth in every joke that we see. But hey, time is going to tell. The truth is going to unfold and we're going to know exactly what is hidden. What is hidden? The Epstein file. We're going to know. I said in my previous video that the reason why the shutdown happened was because of this. Because the judge that was newly appointed was going to go this route. And immediately it came out from shutdown, you see all of this is going to happen, right? And people and information began to come out. But this is just tip of the iceberg, like some people say, tip of the iceberg, because a lot of things are going to be coming out and everybody's going to be shocked. But hey, I haven't said that. Even when you're shocked, what are you going to do? These guys are up there. They can control the narrative. That's one thing. I mean, that's one thing these guys know how to do. If you like, shot from here to tomorrow, from there and everywhere, they can always control the narrative. They can always win. It's a win-win situation for them because these guys are in charge. And that's why I said, just relax, have fun, laugh. Man, there's nothing anybody can do about it. Just hilarious moments. Americans are saying, hey, blah, 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 blue, blue, blue. They've said all sort of things, but I don't know the meaning of those stuff anyway. I'm just saying, blah, 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 blah. I don't know what's. Some said it's a nickname. Some said it's what someone did to. I'm not sure. I don't know exactly. But hey, guys, what do you think to all of this? Because I want your view and your perception. I mean, let's react to this. Let the conversation start, guys. Let's see what everybody has to say concerning this. And I'll be right here waiting for your responses. Credit belongs to the original creator of content used on this platform. And of course, if today is your first time, do me a favor. Hilariously comment, like, and share. And of course, subscribe to the channel. so that we can get the conversation. Be rest assured that when any information comes out, I'm still going to be here to give you what the reactions of Americans are, and we keep the conversation going. But for now, stay in peace, stay in love, avoid trouble, because you're too important for this generation, and your input is expected, needed for the world to be a better place. Don't forget, this is just for educational purpose, entertainment, and nothing more than that. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.